Good morning, Staley. Today is Friday, October 13th, day A on your schedule. I'm Cale Grigsby.
And I'm Dominic Dold. Friday birthday wishes go out to Grace Calcote, Lillian Garcia, Addison Orth, and Maria Schult. Saturday birthday wishes go out to Cameron Vire and Demetrius Weeks. Sunday birthday wishes go out to George Baker, Joseph Lamonco Poe, Anderson Ritchie, and Cryan Thompson. Happy birthday, everyone.
Don't forget to recycle your pop cans. You can drop them in the box by Miss Redmond's office located near the lockers.
Attention all members of Science Olympiad. The season is starting soon. Practices will be held on Wednesdays after school and Thursdays during wind time. Starting on October 25th, practices are in Mrs. Taylor's Science Classroom, CR 245. Anyone interested in joining Science Olympiad should scan the QR code shown here for more information.
If you want to learn more about the opportunities available to you, representatives from the following colleges are visiting Staley this fall. On October 24th, Truman State University at 1 p.m. On October 26th, the University of Nebraska at 10 a.m. and University of Central Missouri at 2 p.m. On November 1st, Northwest Missouri State at 10 a.m. Please email Kelly Lewis or stop by Student Support to get a pass to attend.
During the week of October 16th to 20th, the cross-country team will be having a spirit week to black out cancer. Monday, wear white. Tuesday, wear gray. Wednesday, wear pink. Thursday, wear yellow. Friday, wear your blackout shirt. Show up and support a great cause.
Community service opportunity. Newmark's Brooking neighborhood is looking for volunteers to help with their Halloween Fall Fest on October 28th. If you would like to volunteer, please email Miss Carol to request the sign-up genius. Thanks.
The cross-country team is having their 14th annual Blackout Childhood Cancer Run on Friday, October 20th, before the Blackout football game. Support our cause by purchasing a Black Run t-shirt to wear next Friday today. All proceeds will be donated.
Attention Staley students, teachers, and music enthusiasts. The Staley Orchestra invites you to a thrilling and enchanting Halloween concert on October 22nd at 7 p.m. Prepare to be spellbound by the hauntingly beautiful melodies performed by our talented musicians. But that's not all. In the spirit of giving and community support, we have a special admission policy for the concert. Instead of purchasing tickets, we are asking for a different kind of treat. We kindly request that each attendee bring 2 or more cans of non-perishable food items as their entry fee. All the collected donations will support a Turning Point Food Pantry, a local organization that provides essential food items to those in need. This is an excellent opportunity for our school community to come together and make a positive impact on the lives of our neighbors. So dust off your Halloween costumes and come ready for a memorable evening filled with music and goodwill. We can't wait to see you there in spooky or festive attire, enjoying the wonderful sounds of Staley Orchestra. Remember to mark your calendars for October 22nd at 7 p.m. in the Staley School Auditorium. Let's make this Halloween concert a night to remember, both in terms of music and community support. We look forward to your presence at this spooktacular event.
Diversity Week is coming up. It is going to be November 13th through 17th. As part of that, there will be a gallery walk hosted by Leadership for Climate and Culture. The gallery walk will be Wednesday, November 15th during lunch. You will be allowed to have a table and show off your culture and bring food, clothing, jewelry, etc. Anything that represents your culture that you want to show off. If interested, please email Mr. Lawrenson, visit him in CR 247, or scan the QR codes around the building for further information.
Attention seniors, Johnson's will be in the Great Hall Thursday, October 19th during lunch to collect orders for cap and gown announcements. This is the last time we will be here to collect orders.
Here's Adam and Johnny with the weekly sports wrap-up.
What's going on, Staley? It's Adam, back here with Johnny for this week's weekly wrap-up.
To start things off, soccer played 3 games in the last 2 weeks, suffering losses in all 3. They lost to Liberty at Liberty, losing 0-3, lost in OT at Lee's Summit, 0-1, and lost 5-0 at home to Park Hill. The record moves to 1-13. And Adam, how are we feeling about things turning around this October?
You know, it's been a very tough go for our soccer team this season, but we still have the rest of October. I believe they play into the end of October, so we still have a couple weeks. Hopefully, turn it around a little bit. Try and end the season on a high note. Try and get that record a little better, and yeah. Moving on here, softball. Starting softball out with a good win against Park Hill for their senior night. Big walk-off there from Riley Kramer. That score ended up being 7-6. Moving on, they traveled down to Columbia over homecoming weekend, where they went 1-1 with a 8-1 win over Marquette, and then a tough loss 1-11 to Rockbridge. They then came home, played Liberty at home, but took another tough loss, 6-9. And then they traveled to Lee Summit North, got a good 13-10 win there, and then ended the season with a 12-0 win over Park Hill South, which ended their regular season. Their regular season record ended up being right at 15-15, right at the 500 mark, so pretty good. But we still have playoffs to go through, so with that being said, tonight, districts start off with the Falcons taking on Park Hill South once again at Creekside.
Yeah, and softball run-ruled Park Hill South the last time they faced them, so they're feeling pretty good about their chances here in the first round of districts.
Johnny, it is tough to beat a team 2 times in a row. That's what they always say. But I think with a dominating win over Park Hill South, the very last game we played, I think we're going to come in with a lot of momentum, make it through the first round without a problem.
Moving on to volleyball. Volleyball went 0-3 in the Park Hill South quad, losing to Nixa, Ozark, and Kickapoo all 0-2. They then moved to Park Hill, losing 1-3. They came home versus Lee Summit North, and they won 3-0. And then they went to Lee Summit and lost 2-3. They play Liberty tonight at home.
This Liberty game tonight at home is their last regular season game. So hopefully we can get a good win tonight so we can move into playoffs with a lot of momentum, a lot of hype, a lot of energy, try and make a nice deep run of the playoffs here for volleyball. Moving on here to football. Football took a devastating loss, 6-21, for our homecoming game against Liberty. Early in the game, the first half, it was a great game of football. I believe at the end of the first half, it was 6-7, so very close there. But at the end of the first half, big injury suffered by KV Stone, hurt his shoulder. So that kind of set us back, but came out for the second half, a lot of energy, came out strong, and then very early, I believe, in the second or third play of the second half, our other running back, Don Daughtry, re-injured his knee, the one that he hurt against Blue Springs the very first game of the season. So he was out for the rest of that game, which really hurt the Falcons and kind of just hurt our momentum, and then we just kind of declined from there and ended on a tough loss.
However, on a high note, the Falcons football team traveled to Park Hill taking on Park Hill South, and they won 18-17, which is a good sign for this Falcons football team as they move into the last few weeks of the regular season.
All right, moving on here to cross country. Boys cross country traveled to Ray-Pec a couple weeks ago. Top finishers there were Boston Long, Nick Buscholte, Brody Hawkeye Earlbeck, and Carson Crockett. They then raced at Kearney last weekend. 6 runners medaled. There we have Brody Hawkeye Earlbeck, Carson Crockett, Nick Buscholte, Colin Keaveney, Zach Sarnell, and Rafe Kerbin. The girls also went to Ray-Pec, where our top runner there was Audrey Richard.
Moving on to tennis. Tennis played in districts over the past few weeks, and they took a 5-0 win versus Oak Park in the first round, and then the second round, a 5-0 win yet again against Park Hill, and then tennis wrapped up their season with a hard loss against Liberty in the district championship. But on a high note, second in districts is not bad, and they ended up Sweet 16 in the state. Great season for the Falcons there.
Great season there by our ladies Falcon tennis team. Last but not least, we have golf. We have 2 golfers going to state this year, those being Maddie Zubek and Haley Heinz. So go out, represent the Falcons. Great job there. All right, well, that's all we have for you guys this week. It's been Johnny and Adam.
To start off homecoming week, sophomores took first place in Student Council's hallway decorating event. Congratulations, sophomores. Wednesday, clubs and sports all gathered on their floats for the homecoming parade and followed it up with a pep rally. Wednesday, we had our homecoming assembly where we were introduced to our top 5 queen candidates and watched the Asian Student Union perform a flag dance in honor of the occasion. To follow up the assembly, students went to a homecoming football game against Liberty, wearing red to show love and support for our fellow Falcon. During the game, we were introduced to our queens one last time before the final crowning. And of course, on Saturday, we had our Falcon Fest themed homecoming. Congratulations, Eliana, and we hope everyone had a happy homecoming week. This has been Emma, Nina, and Haley with your homecoming week wrap-up.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Staley. Be sure to check us out on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, and visit us online at staleynews.com.
Make sure to follow our YouTube for daily shows and more. Have a fantastic Friday, Falcons.
It's okay. We can have